Hey buddy, welcome back to work. How you feeling?
Oh, I am just forever grateful. You know, I'm happy to be alive and I can't wait to request that vacation. You know,
I don't know about that.
but why?
Because when you were out, we decided that we wanted to use your PTO, so you
But I
can't
haven't had a
request that
vacation in 5 years.
I don't know what to tell you. But have a great day. Pretty fucked up, right? Maybe it's time to focus less on our work ethic and focus more on our worth ethic. I'm manifesting. Hey everyone, welcome back to Intuitive Safe Haven. My name is Rose and this is where we do makeup and learn some intuitive shit. But if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and I'll put more content out there. I'm gonna do it anyways, doesn't matter, but yeah, you know, just thought I'd, put that out there. But also follow me on Instagram and I am also on TikTok where I post some intuitive stuff, and also I do post things about my life and my life as an HFX trader. But yeah, other than that, let's move on to the video. So that first couple of seconds of the video, it was pretty fucked up, wasn't it? Well, this is where I get into today's topic. And today's topic is basically knowing your work ethic and Today's topic is basically knowing your work ethic and your worth ethic. And what I mean by that is, in life, when we are spiritual, we are faced with certain situations that kind of open our eyes and unlock more potential within us. That situation happened to me at my job. Now, because I felt like I was taken advantage of, this situation kind of opened my eyes to certain potentials that I have and that I'm not using. So hence, here we are. And I feel like you as a person, not you, but I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but instead of focusing on the negative experience, figure out what that experience has taught you and how it has opened your eyes to make you better or to push you to do certain things that you want to do. Because your work ethic, even though we glorify the grind, the hustle, and all of that stuff, we are not glorifying the part of ourselves where we know our worth, where we set our boundaries, where we take time to ourselves. And that's very important, especially if you are trying to stay balanced in work life, as well as if you're trying to set those boundaries on how people should treat you or how your employer should treat you. So I think I'll get into the makeup part and I'll explain exactly what happened to me. Now that we're closer, I wanted to get into today's makeup look. I wanted to get it, God damn it. I wanted to get into today's makeup look. So the color that I'm gonna be using predominantly is gonna be orange, because orange has a huge significance in spirituality. Orange represents new ideas and it also encourages ambition and enthusiasm. And these are things that I'm starting to further embrace, as well as it's also significant to luck and prosperity. And your girl needs some prosperity right now. It also expresses freedom and creativity. So that is something that I definitely want to embrace today. And I will also be reviewing a brush by a company named DPOLLA. It's upside down. DPOLLA. This is an Amazon seller that contacted me and asked me to do a review on the brush. This is the brush right here. So it is a Kabuki foundation brush. The bristles are very soft and the brush is under $10, and I will leave a link in the description below so that you can purchase this brush and see how you like it for yourself. But I will be reviewing it just so you have a base, foundation for an opinion. Now, let's start on the look. So the first thing that I want to do is I'm gonna do a cut crease. And so what I've noticed in the last couple videos that I've tried doing my makeup, and you know, it didn't go horribly wrong, but it didn't go exactly the way I wanted to either. But what I noticed was that I have hooded eyelids. So with that being said, I will have to cut my crease above the hood of my eye in order for this look to work. So what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna prime my eyelids, eyebrows, lids. I'm gonna put stuff on my eye. I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer, and then I'm just gonna slap this on my eye ever so slightly. And I am tapping this on lightly. So as far as what happened with my job, okay, so I don't know if you guys watched any of my previous videos, but I ended up catching COVID. And with that, with catching COVID, you know, my job offered me paid sick time off. And so that's pretty much what I decided to take. So I took my paid sick time off, and you know, I thought everything was good. Well, come to find out that when I got back to work, I was in for a rude awakening. Now, what you want to do in the middle of this is make sure that you don't put too much eye primer, because what I just started seeing is that on this eye I added a little too much. So now when I open my eyes, I don't know if you can see that, probably not, but I'm gonna let you know about it anyways. But my eyelid, there's creasing, so you want to make sure you blend this out really well so that you don't have like a nasty crease in your eyelid when you go to apply the eyeshadow. And with these outsides being like all over the place, I'm gonna just clean that off camera real quick. Now that my eyebrows are ashy as hell, it is time to put on some shadow. Now let's look at the inventory. Since the theme is orange, I'm going to be using two different palettes for this look. The first palette that I'm gonna be grabbing from is the Morphie Boss Mood 35M, and this is the little orange section right here, so I'm gonna be messing around with these. So the first color I'm gonna go into is this one, and if we take a swatch real quick, this is what it looks like. So it's very pigmented, so I think the payoff will be really good. I'm going to be going in with this color right here and tap it off a little bit because that was a lot. And I'm gonna be going in the corner of the socket right here and just lightly dusting that because, I don't know, this is just something that I'm doing. And we're gonna create a soft orange on the upper part here, just so that we can get that nice little transition, I guess. I don't know, shit. I ain't a professional. So now that we got the color on, I'm gonna wanna blend and soften it. Now, back to my story. So when I found out that my job had taken my PTO, you know, what I really wanted to do was but we're spiritual now, so we can't do those type of things. So, you know, I was upset about it, and what they did tell me was they were going to offer me my PTO back, but on one condition. So the condition was that I work 80 hours a week and only get paid 24. So meaning I would bust my ass for 2 weeks and then I would only get paid for 24 hours worth of work. And then they were gonna reinstate my PTO. I declined it, and you know what? Sometimes in life, we don't call them losses, we call them lessons. So I had to take a lesson, and hence here we are on this channel. So the next color I'm gonna be dipping into is gonna be Zakia in the Juvia's Place Magic Mini palette. And this is the swatch. So that is a deeper orange than the last one. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna grab some, tap a little bit off because I grab too much every time. And then I'm gonna go in on the outside corner and just start patting that in. And it is gonna look a little harsh at first, but we're gonna blend all that out, you know, just gonna blend it out. When in doubt, blend it out. So I took this as a lesson, and this is kind of what inspired me to be more consistent on YouTube and to, you know, start pursuing other things that, you know, make me happy, where I will be appreciated. Because like I said, we always put our work ethic before our worth ethic, and that experience right there made me realize that I have to value myself and my work more, and I have to value what I'm worth more. So that is what I took out of it. Okay, now that we blended this out, so far it looks okay to me. I'm not completely happy because of how I applied the primer. With the Anastasia Beverly Hills primer, you know, I feel like I gotta work fast with that because it dries up and then it kind of leaves like patchy, caked up parts on your eyelid. So keep that in mind if you're working with that eyelid primer for cut creases or any type of really brightly pigmented eyeshadows, because that's what I noticed through my experience of doing this. So keep that in mind. But next, I'm going to go in with this color right here. This one right here, because I want to add a deeper, darker, more orange to the outer corners, you know, to kind of give it that oomph. So I'm gonna pat it out here, just focusing on the outer corner, and then it'll kind of blend in nicely with the rest of those oranges and give it a little bit more depth. So I'm just gonna slowly focus on doing that. All right, so now that we're done with this part, it's time to cut the crease, my favorite. As I'm examining my eyes, and I learned this trick from Robert Welsh too, I'm looking at myself straight forward, and like I mentioned before, I do have hooded eyes. It is a crease right there where the eye kind of just folds. And what I want to do is I want to cut my crease right there as that part of the skin starts folding. So, oops. I hope I didn't wake the kids up. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back with my Anastasia Beverly Hills primer, and we're gonna struggle to cut this crease. All right, so we've survived the cut crease. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna take another brush, and I'm gonna kind of blend that in a little bit better, because, you know, it is looking kind of rough. And I'm just gonna top that, and then, yeah, very nice, very nice. Bring that in a little more. All right, so now we look like we're getting somewhere. So now that we've cut our crease, I want to go in with this. Actually, I think I'm going to go in with this to kind of accentuate it a little bit more and to add that shine. So let's get to it. I'm just going to go right here where the corner of my eye is and just lightly tap on there, that eyeshadow. So now that we're done with that, I want to go in with a deeper orange closer towards the corner of my eyes, because I feel like this look is still a little bit lacking. So I want to add a little bit more depth to it, if that's what you call it. Like I said, I'm not a professional, but I'm going to go in with this orange next and kind of just pat that in the center of my eyelids. add that in there and tap that in there. I don't want to disturb it too much because then the shit will be fucked up. So, all right, we done. So now that we're done with that, I kind of want to do something underneath my eyes too. All right, so far so good. We've got a nice little transition going. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but like I said, I'm not a professional. So now we're gonna go on to this foundation. All right, so I'm debating on what foundation I want to use. So while I debate on that, I'm gonna go in with my one size fits all concealer. I don't know why so much comes out. I don't like that. I don't like to use a ton of concealer on my face just because I really don't feel like it's needed. But I'm gonna tap it in right here. Just do these 3 little dots right here. Go down my nose, on my forehead, and then on the chin. And I'm gonna let that warm up a little bit. While I'm letting that warm up a little bit, I am gonna brush through my eyebrows. I'm trying to debate on what I can do with my eyebrows. All right, now that the concealer has warmed up on my face a little bit, I'm gonna take this tiny little brush and go underneath my eyes with it, just so I can kind of be more careful, because what my fear is with using a brush or a beauty blender is that if I do, I know I'm gonna make a mistake, and at least this way I can at least correct some of the mistakes that I make. And then I'm just gonna go up like that. I'm just gonna blend it in ever so slightly. And then go right here on the nose.
Two hours later.
All right. So now is the moment of truth, y'all. We gon' put some foundation on. I just decided to go with my face tape foundation because it's pretty much almost gone, and I kind of want to use it up so that, you know, it's just not an empty, like almost empty bottle sitting around in my makeup kit. And then, you know, we're just gonna, and we going in. Ooh, that feels nice. I like it. So I'm just gonna throw this on my face. And what I'm seeing with this brush is, one, it feels really good on my face. Two, it's definitely giving me the coverage, or it could just be the foundation itself, because face tape is not a bad foundation. It's actually really good. I've been using it for years, so it hasn't let me down yet. So I'm just applying this. Yes, cover that zit. Cover that zit. All right. I'm gonna do my eyebrows. So I'm using the Benefit Brow Styler. And you know, it's got this little angled tip, which I really love because it helps me draw the outline of my eyebrows a lot easier. So I'm just gonna put some definition here into that arch. By the time I'm done with this, my ass gonna end up like Rock Lee off of Naruto. I'm gonna take my Naked Skin Shapeshifter palette, and this, what I'm gonna use it for is contouring, and just contour my cheeks and my chin and whatever I feel like needs contouring. I put too much on one side, and I gotta do the forehead. Gotta do that forehead, man. Can't do nothing without doing that forehead. So I'm gonna use my Benefit Cookie highlighter. This is what it looks like, and it's super cute and very, very bright. So I would recommend this. It's definitely worth every penny of $36. Dust it on the tops here and here. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner, and I'm gonna start applying eyeliner on my eyelids. These are definitely not even. Definitely gonna use this, and I'm gonna use this. So I'm gonna line my lips with the Huda Beauty Lip Contour 2.0. Line these puckers up. All right. Now that we're done lining our lips, I am going to use the Makeup Forever matte lipstick in Rouge Artist. So this is what it looks like. And I think we're almost done, but I'm gonna add some of the e.l.f. HD powder to kind of mattify this because I kind of feel like I still look shiny. So we're gonna do that. I'm just gonna turn the forehead. Okay guys, this is the finished look. Don't I brim with prosperity right now? So I am so happy with how this look came out. It seems like I'm getting better and better at doing my cut creases. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I think the only reason I learned is from watching YouTube. So I don't know. And the brush that I'm reviewing that was given to me by DPOLLA, this foundation brush, I definitely will be using it again. It gave me great coverage, very minimal streaking lines. I definitely would recommend this brush. Like I said, I will put the link in the description below. And I'd like to thank, the sellers on Amazon that own the DPOLLA store for sending me this brush free of charge to test out. And, I look forward to using this brush again to apply my foundation. As far as worth ethic, make sure you always value yourself. Don't let anybody or a job take advantage of you. Always look into your company's policies and procedures. And if you feel like you're not happy at your job and you have ideas for a business and you're afraid, don't let fear, self-esteem, or lack of vision affect how you go about accomplishing your dreams. Because once you let those things take control, that's pretty much when a dream dies. And so now that is why I am telling you, make sure you value your worth. Keep that work ethic, but start building up your worth ethic. If you guys haven't already, please feel free to subscribe. Let me know how I did on this makeup look. I'm loving the orange, I feel super enthusiastic, it's brimming with creativity, and I really am proud of how this turned out. But other than that, follow me on Instagram and follow me on TikTok. I do post a lot of little spiritual things, especially things from my experience, because I only go off of my experiences. Everybody's journey is never the same, but we're all trying to get to the same destination. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.